Good morning, church family, and welcome to our morning virtual worship. We will begin with a word followed by church announcements.
To Second Arnold Church family, we thank you for tuning in to our virtual worship on this morning. We would like to thank Pastor Paul for this opportunity to share with you on this morning. Now, this morning's message is geared to those who are feeling lonely. And if that's not you, then you know someone whose spirit is not right. And they've changed because they are experiencing loneliness. Now see, loneliness can be a powerful source because it drives when you are actually alone, and it can also drive when you're around people, whether you have a relationship, relatives, and even friends. It can be more than a physical absence, but with more disconnection, or being misunderstood, or even rejected. These can even be more painful than the physical absence. Loneliness can strike your mind and cause many damaging effects. There's somebody who is contemplating suicide right now because they feel like no one cares about them. There's somebody who is in a stage of depression, but they put a smile on their face for their coworkers at work and for their family members at home. There's somebody who is ready to lose their mind over Instagram and TikTok likes and followers because that's the only attention they get from people. See, loneliness can make you feel empty and a sense of longing for someone to truly know who you are. I know you might be afraid that if they know who you are, when things get rough, they might just pick up and leave. But I came to let you know, in this lonely space, you are not alone. In this lonely space, in this lonely place, in this lonely period that you're in, you are not alone. Look with me to John chapter number 16. And I'll be reading the 31st and the 32nd verse from the New Living Translation. This is what John records that Jesus says. He asked, "Do you finally believe? But the time is coming. Indeed, it's here now, when you will be scattered, each one going his own way, leaving me," watch this, "leaving me alone. Yet," look at what Jesus says, "yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me." Yet I am not alone because the Father is with me. I remember at Savannah State taking one of my favorite English classes, literary criticism. and we analyzed a story called The Yellow Wallpaper. In the story, The Yellow Wallpaper, the main character is isolated by her husband due to her illness of postpartum depression. Here's the thing, society should be against isolation and alienation. I know we were forced to do it for over a year now because of the pandemic. But listen at this, social interaction is important. And loneliness can create stress and take a toll on one's physical and emotional health. But watch what Jesus does here. He asks them, after everything you saw me do, you finally believe? Jesus went on and predicted their future. See, I know y'all are going to get scared and try to save your own skin and leave me alone. But Jesus said, I ain't alone, because my Father is with me. This particular statement is recorded 2 chapters from John's point of view before Jesus was arrested. Here it is. Your lonely space will prelude your assignment. Your lonely space will prelude your assignment. This is why I believe that loneliness can be a blessing and a curse. I sometimes wonder in my life, why did I lose friends I thought I would spend a lifetime with? Why did what I considered the best relationship suddenly end with no explanation? Why did it feel like nobody wanted to be bothered with me? You might have a few more questions that you were asking amongst yourself, but can I suggest that maybe your assignment is too heavy for them? Sometimes you need this lonely space to get your head right for what you're getting ready to walk into. Jesus already knew that one of his homeboys was going to betray him and another one was going to deny him, not one, not two, but 3 times. Even Isaiah prophesied this. In Isaiah 53:3, he says that he was despised and rejected, a man of sorrows, acquainted with deepest grief. We turned our backs on him and looked the other way. He was despised and we did not care. But yet, Jesus still says, I am not alone, because my Father is with me. To some, that would make no sense at all. Why would Jesus be bold enough to walk into a lonely space? Why was Jesus consistently going to a lonely place throughout the Gospels? Why? Jesus was in preparation for his assignment. A lot of you are not ready for your assignment that you're getting ready to go into because your squad is too big. You still got everybody following your every move. You post every 5 minutes on what you're going to do in the next few moments. This assignment God is about to put you in requires you to get alone and get closer to him. I know you feel bad and it's painful, but you're not alone. I know you feel like nobody cares, but I know somebody who you can cast your cares upon. I know it seems like more than you can bear, but God wants to help you carry your load. And how can he help? By you getting alone with him. Look at this. After in Mark chapter 6 and 46. Listen, he, Jesus, went up into the hills, watch this, by himself to do what? To pray. Why did he need to do this? He had to build up the strength and the power from God for him to fulfill the next assignment, which was walking on water. Get this, even Jesus had to recharge from God to go out onto the water. There are some waters you are getting ready to cross, but you are going to need to recharge and get that recharge from God. And this means that you're going to have to get alone. And you're going to need to be alone in order for God to get your focus. Some of you are getting ready to cross the water of fear. Cross the water of procrastination. Cross the water of scattered focus. Cross the water of negative attitudes. Cross the waters of negative thoughts. I need you to understand this. Being in a lonely space is not all that bad if you redirect your thinking and focus on purpose. God has a purpose for your life, and he wants to use you, but he needs your undivided attention. And that means isolating yourself from social media sometimes, getting away from Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and HBO Max sometimes. It might mean going for a ride in the car by yourself in connection with God. It might mean going for a walk on the beach or in the park by yourself in connection with God. God's connection is going to shift your mind from negative thoughts and prepare you for your next assignment. You just need to tell those thoughts, bye-bye. Suicide is not welcome in my mind. Depression is not welcome in my mind. Anxiety is not welcome in my mind. Aggression is not welcome in my mind. Trauma is not welcome in my mind. Heavy burdens are not welcome in my mind. Unbearable pain is not welcome in my mind. Lost interest is not welcome in my mind. Irritation is not welcome in my mind. Humiliation and shame is not welcome in my mind. Anger is not welcome in my mind. Disappointment is not welcome in my mind. Lost hope is not welcome in my mind. Unbelief is not welcome in my mind. You need to tell whatever negative thought that's in your mind, bye-bye. It's time for you to go and get alone with God. So I know you might be feeling lonely right now. You might be feeling like everything is against you. But just know this is just a preparation for your next assignment. Your lonely space is preparing you for your next assignment. Yolanda Adams says this. She said, alone in a room, it's just me and you. I feel so lost because I don't know what to do. Now what if I choose the wrong thing to do? I'm so afraid of disappointing you. Watch what she says. So I need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, especially today. When my mind is so clouded, guide me until I'm sure. I open up my heart. It's time for you to open up your heart. Let God in your lonely space. Let God work in your lonely space and prepare you for what you're getting ready to walk into. So I came to let you know that the lonely space is only preparation. You can be saved. The Bible declares that if you confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, and that if you believe in your heart that Jesus died on the cross and he rose on the third day, the Bible declares in Romans 10:9 that you shall be saved. You shall be saved. Well, I'm asking that you all continue to send in your ads and your donations for the souvenir booklet. We are coming to a close in about 2 weeks or so. So please make sure that you are getting a space in our souvenir booklet. And again, we say God bless you, and we thank you all for tuning in on today. Have a blessed day.
Help us celebrate our new multi-purpose building dedication by securing a space in our souvenir booklet for a donation. Donations for ads are as followed. Full page, $100, which will include one complimentary book. For members only, family or memorial page, $75, which would also include one complimentary book. Half page, $50, quarter page, $25, patron list, $10. Checks can be made payable to Second Arnold Baptist Church. You can also send your donations through the Givelify app under the Other section and type in the memo Souvenir Booklet, or Cash App at $SABC1427. All ads and donations are due Friday, August the 6th. Send all completed ads to connect4.sabc@gmail.com.
Join us on Tuesday for Bible study. We will be streaming all services on our YouTube channel, the church's website, as well as on Facebook. A link will also be provided each week. Also join us on the prayer line at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Dial 1-605-313-5086. The access code is 796275#.
Harvest Day, tithes and offerings, as well as all building fund donations, can be contributed to the Givelify app in person from 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. by mail or through our Cash App.